Hi, I'm Alistair, that's Jonathan, this is a Tesla Model Y Performance, and that is a Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat, and this is the very latest Edmunds U-Drag. Let's get on with it.
Here we go again. Today we have the 5,500-pound, dirty, devilish, all-wheel drive Durango Hellcat spitting out 710 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of V8 supercharged torque. Ugh, it sounds so good! And it's going up against our very own 2020 Tesla Model Y Performance, formerly known as the Performance, buzzing at an estimated 456 horsepower and 497 pound-feet of silent torque. It also weighs about 1,000 pounds less. Thanks, Ozempic! These two are going head-to-head on our Edmunds U-Drag track, which starts with a quarter-mile drag, then it's hard on the brakes and into a 180 turnaround. Then they power back to start-finish. At the end of the first run, to keep it fair, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Did you just like and subscribe? You're coming to my birthday party.
I'm in the Durango SRT Hellcat, one of the craziest SUVs out for sale right now. We're about to drag race this thing. So I'm gonna show you how to do that to get the best launch out. Set it first. Actually, we press the SRT button here. This brings up our drive modes. We wanna select track, make sure everything's in its highest, most aggressive mode. I like to turn off traction and stability control just for safekeeping. I don't want any of those electric nannies messing with my run. And then it's pretty simple. You press the launch button. There's a really convenient hard launch button here. And then you step on the brake pedal as hard as you physically can. It's almost as if this doesn't have power brakes. You really got to stand on it. I actually moved my seat up a little bit just so I could ensure that I'm putting adequate pressure. And there's a little gauge in the cluster over here that shows you how much pressure you're actually applying. And then you're ready to go. Floor the accelerator, and launch control will pick up the RPMs to about 2,000 and then just let it rip. Wish me luck.
So launching the Model Y got a bit more complicated after we received an over-the-air update. Now you have track mode enabled, which allows you to play around with things like the power distribution and the level of intervention from electronic stability control. For my settings, I've gone 60% the power to the rear, 40% to the front, and then I've turned the stability control off as far as I can, which in Tesla speak is -10. Apart from that, still the same procedure, just mash the right pedal and away we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, I just got smoked off the line.
Woohoo! Great launch.
But now the Tesla is holding steady, come on.
Wow, that Model Y is catching up.
Watch for the braking, don't screw it up, we don't screw it up halfway through here.
Brakes, here we go.
Brake, I've got him under braking. Stop it nicely, turn it in. Wait, feed the power, okay, that's better.
Here we go, oh, it's so close.
Better under braking, better under cornering.
Come on, Durango!
Victory to Silicon Valley.
Oh, man. Wow, that was exciting.
So, apart from the first 10 yards, I think I pretty much had you.
Yeah, I mean, I got the best launch, like it worked exactly how it was supposed to. I feel like I braked where I needed to. Maybe I could have gone like a slightly deeper, but it was a pretty clean line.
What was super interesting is you got away better, but then this thing actually held you. And then I judged my braking to brake a little bit later, as you'd expect. Pretty much hit the apex. And then I think the track mode has made a difference, just allowing you to get back on the power that little bit earlier and just drive out of the corner. It feels a lot more satisfying as well. I was also surprised. I was kind of waiting for you to come back at me on the straightaway as we're headed for the finish line, but you just kind of never did. This just keeps pulling.
Yeah, let's swap lanes, swap cars, and have another go. I'm excited to see what that track mode's about.
So into Durango, which is obviously a very different kettle of fish, following the same system that Jonathan employed into track mode, then press launch control, though interestingly it then puts the all-wheel drive system back into street mode, which is a little unusual. Then of course left foot into drive, left foot on the brake, right foot on the gas, release the brake, and there will be an explosion of V8 magic.
My turn in the Model Y. I'm using Alistair's settings. It seemed to work pretty well for him. Yeah, hopefully I, clip that apex and come out with a win for the Model Y. Let's do this.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Let's go, let's go! Woo! Got it! Got it. It's electric power.
Everything you've got, Mr. Durango, everything you've got. Roll off, tons of inertia. Let's get it turned, let's feed. That was better.
Oh yeah, easy win. Easy win, Tesla.
Can't win. More power, come on. Whoosh, whoosh.
Man. Hellcat owners are gonna be pissed.
It's a pretty good effort for a 3-row.
I mean, this is also technically a 3-row if you get the option. I'm pretty surprised by this thing and how the track mode does just sort of free up that extra power off the corner. But yeah, certainly the power is there. I feel like it gets off the line maybe with a little bit more spunk. I don't know, we'll have to look at the data, but I like it. I'm liking this thing more.
Yeah, I kind of launched at the same time as you, and maybe to like 30, 40, I was pretty much there. And then as soon as it changed gear, you just kept pulling, and then I had a gap. But what is really impressive is I was expecting to brake about the quarter mile, and you can brake far later than what you think, and it really kind of holds its mass pretty well.
Yeah, I think the brakes are actually improving, which is something that's odd to say with a 5,000 plus pound 3-row SUV. But I think the tires probably like a little heat in them.
Yeah, and it's still comedy. It's a really funny way to transport 7 people.
It's a really awesome way, if you ask me.
The best numbers? You mean these? When it comes to 0 to 60, the best time goes to both, at exactly 4 seconds flat. At the quarter mile, the Durango scraped off 1/10 of a second faster than the Model Y at 12.4 at 114.2 miles an hour. In the turn, the lighter Model Y was able to lay down 1.29 Gs. Even though the Durango sounds like an absolute screaming demon, it wasn't enough to beat the Model Y's best finish at 35.6 seconds at 119.8 miles an hour. And now the Edmunds U-Drags leaderboard. Remember, each car's quickest run goes on the leaderboard regardless of race pairing. Our Tesla Model Y came just under the Black Ghost at 35.6 at 119.9 miles an hour, with the Durango right below with 36 at 124.7. But enough about that. Let's give you what you POV-erts really want.
Oh, it's then as soon as it starts to change gear, it gets ahead. Okay, nail the brake. Everything you've got, Mr. Durango, everything you've got. Roll off, tons of inertia. Let's get it turned, let's feed. There she comes. That was better. Can't win. More power, come on. Whoosh, whoosh. Let's go. Woo! Got it.
Got it. It's electric power. Oh yeah, easy win. Easy win, Tesla. Man.
There is no more fun way of going fast with your family than the Durango SRT Hellcat. Even if it lost, it's still more fun.
There's no argument there. Like, it makes fantastic sounds. It's got launch control. It's got all sorts of cool track modes, and it's got a third row. It's so much fun. Like, I'm actually surprised that the Durango lost. Like, I thought, like, on the sheet, I mean, it's heavier, but it has a better power to weight ratio. When you're dealing with electric power and the no shifts, like, it's,
As soon as that starts to shift, then the Tesla's just pulling away.
Yeah, yeah.
But I put this, like, our wives and friends, like, if we use launch control in that, like, which there's no way we'd ever get away with using launch control in that car. But the kids would love it.
Yeah. But that, I mean, you could launch that all day, and I mean, you might get a, you know, a like, whoa reaction, but it's not obnoxious. You're not, you know, calling attention to yourself. You're just going fast. And
track mode makes a huge difference.
It
track
does.
mode. If you kind of enjoy driving, track mode makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got that update finally.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to playing around with it more, but it certainly seemed to make a measurable difference in this case.
That's it for this U-Drags. Old school muscle, beaten by new age hustle. Who'd have thought it? If you want to find out more, head to edmunds.com/U-Drags for all the latest races and the fancy new leaderboard. And while you're there, let us make a cash offer for your old car and check out everything else on the site. News, reviews, EVs, everything you need from the automotive world. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.